Okay, we're back now with Modern. Apologies, I had to duck away, so I missed game 3 of Standard, which was taken down by Oliver. Oliver took Standard 2 games to 1, so he is the Standard champion. And he's up against, here, Jason Clark again. Jason took down game 1 of Modern. This is game 2. Jason's on Ubzan, you can see at the bottom. Oliver is on his traditional, I think he plays 4-color. Red, black, green, or is it just Jund? Jund Death Shadow. He's played it for quite a while and very successfully. Inquisition is not going to take down that worship that's in hand, or that Siege Rhino. It will get the Abrupt Decay in the path to exile. So worship's on the radar now, and Abrupt Decay can't even get it. So if he resolves worship, it could be a very big problem. Oliver's deck will play the full 4 copies of Thoughtseize, so he's going to have opportunities to get it out beforehand. I did catch the end of the game 1. There's nothing. Oh, the path. Okay. I did catch the end of game 1, and it was Lingering Souls that did the damage. So 2 discard spells down now. Jason resolved a couple of Lingering Souls, got Oliver down to 1, and then top decked a Siege Rhino to do the last of the damage. Oliver actually had lethal on board. There was 2 top decks in a row actually. Jason had 3 Lingering Souls, 3 spirits that were lethal. Oliver top decked a Fatal Push, so he went to 1, and then had lethal himself, and Jason top decked a Siege Rhino. So in terms of the world of top decking, justice in the end, each person got 1. Jason's hand here is just a little bit land heavy. He'd be a bit concerned at this stage. Oliver, you can see his hand on the screen at the moment, doesn't have any threats, and he doesn't have an answer to the Siege Rhino. I would be another land, so he's up to 6 lands now. I would be curious to see what Oliver brought in to deal with those Lingering Souls. Whether he plays a Knight of Souls Betrayal or Anger of the Gods. And he's not going to have the answer here for... What's wrong with you? So... Oh, you're going to see worship here. I think you play worship first. Get it down before, because there's no Thoughtseize. And I don't believe that Oliver's deck would play anything that can, any enchantment specific removal. Yeah, he's going to jam the worship straight away, so pressure's on Oliver now. Of course, in the greater scheme of things, Oliver has to win all 3 formats to take the championship. And that worship is very bad news. The one thing going for him here, going for Oliver, is that Jason only has 1 threat, and that's a Siege Rhino. And he's going to see that here. Down with the Abrupt Decay, so those... But he, again, Oliver with no threats of his own. He's had the 3 Inquisition of Kozilek's now. You can see he's done damage to the hand, taking 2 Abrupt Decays and a Path to Exile. Look at that, 3 fetch lands. And Siege Rhino about to get some work done. And another land for both these players having real problems with land flood. Down comes a Siege Rhino. See what Oliver can find. He still can't find a threat, so this is becoming dire straits here. He'll leave that Polluted Delta uncracked because if he pulls a Fatal Push, he can take the Siege Rhino with the Fatal Push. Another fetch land, no, another land for Jason. Puts Oliver to 9. This is a territory though where Jason without... Oh, so he does crack the Polluted Delta. I'm a bit surprised by that. That's Oliver's hand though, Abrupt Decay. Jason's is all land. Oh, Jason's got his own Abrupt Decay. Okay, so he's got an answer to a top decked. Fulminator Mage will not buy him a turn because of the trample on the Siege Rhino, so he can't block and then sack in response because the 4 damage will still come across. Rhino represents a 2-turn clock at this stage. No Shumlin Vents to take down either. Oh, very good. You can't eat that before bed.
Those are my snacks for the morning.
Okay.
Daddy, can you get one for my breakfast when I finish it?
Okay. In comes a Siege Rhino. This is the championship on the line right here. Jason's got a second Siege Rhino. I think it's over. I don't see how Oliver's getting out of this one. I think that's game. Oliver's going to drop to 1 with 2 Siege Rhinos. Unless he's bought in a Damnation, this one's done. He needs to have bought in Damnation and he needs to top deck it right now. That's the only way out of this. That's not going to... Lingering Souls will not do it, and Oliver has slipped up. He's lost Modern 2 games to 0, and Bob Debonese will be our... He's won the Grand Championship for the 2nd time. He beat Oliver, and this is the 3rd season in a row for Oliver that he's going to finish 2nd. And there's a concession for Oliver. Jason takes Modern 2 games to 0. And a big upset, and Bob will be cheering for Jason here. Jason's pulled off the upset. Just wait for the concession to make it official. Both these players have played these decks all season as well. And there it is. So Jason has defeated Oliver. Bob Debonese is the Division 1 Grand Champion for Season 4.